welcome everyone back to the channel. I am Zach, and I am joined today with sidekick Susie. I don't know what that is.
You just get so excited about it.
I know I do. But so Halloween's over. We are now into November. So Halloween season, we're past it. Now we're working on.
No, you're past it. I'm in protest.
Whatever.
So in protest, my ears are staying out.
It is, yeah. It's working.
No. I mean, they're staying out. They're not getting put away in the box with the rest of the decorations.
Okay, deal. Sure thing. So we're shifting from doing our Halloween-themed movie reviews to, and this was an idea that she actually thought of, movies we are thankful for. So we're going to be doing a series of movies throughout the month. It's not like a full-fledged series. It's just movies that she and I, like this movie in particular, we both were really thankful for. And then other movies throughout the month that I'll be reviewing. So we're kicking this all off with Mr. Right. A movie that we watched shortly after we got together. She was like, oh, you have to watch this. You have to watch this. So I have several times, actually. And I actually really enjoyed the movie. Like, I really did. So Mr. Right is a Netflix film starring Anna Kendrick and Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell, who's a fantastic fucking actor. You also got Tim Roth, who is, I think, a very underrated actor, personally. And then you got James Ransom, who you probably have seen from the movie It. And then a bunch of other random actors who are all really good. What's his name? Michael Eklund, who was in a couple of the WWE Network or WWE production movies. I think he's actually really funny, but he's in a couple of my favorite movies. So, I don't know. But
sorry, I'm just in love with how, like, super smart you are. Like, you're secretly super smart. It's super cute. I'm sorry, it is.
No, I'm not super smart. I'm just...
You have, like, all these random facts that things, like, I would never, ever know just because...
Oh, I
spend all my time just being a working momaholic, like...
Yeah. But this was a 2015 film. I'm wearing the suit, the tie and the top specifically for this movie, and that's why she's wearing the ears. Because it's something, the little thing they do in the movie.
I'm just a slacker. I was supposed to be way cuter in this. I'm just tired.
She had a 12-hour day yesterday and another 8 today, so we will forgive her. But this is a movie. It's about these two individuals who really, well, Anna Kendrick's character, Martha, who's just really not really had the best. She's just got to have a relationship with a dude who literally came into the house screwing, mild spoilers, who came in the house screwing another person and then wanted a threesome.
Yeah, he's like, you could work on this.
I like your reaction.
She's like, no, it's kind of fucked. I'm good.
And then you get Sam Rockwell, who plays Francis.
She's such an odd duck.
And he's a hitman who kills the people who hire him to kill people. Because murder is bad.
It's kind of an odd duck, too.
Yes, and then Tim Roth plays Hopper.
He had an accident before that happened. That kind of rewired his brain.
Right, and then you have Tim Roth, who plays Hopper, who's actually chasing after him. And then you get James Ransone, who plays Vaughn, who's the brother of another guy, played by Anson Mount, who they're like a crime family, and then you got her sister and all these other people, and it's just...
It's like a couple different storylines. It's like they just was like, oh, let's hit these different groups and throw them in a hat and just see how it plays out. Like Yahtzee.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, but the way the film's able to do it, they're able to focus on each individual.
So good.
It is, and these two, they meet each other at a little store because she got scratched up by a cat because she's just losing her shit, and he just sees her. Duck. And they just have this chemistry, this, like, something they're able to do. It's like things slow down for them where they can see things, and they're really proficient at knives and shit like that. It's and this dude is like the badass of all badasses.
And it's action-packed.
It is. It's
just surprisingly a pleasant find. Like, I literally originally watched this movie. I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know it existed. I'd never heard anything on it. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just watching it because I was lonely.
Yeah, and then you watched it with me.
And then I met you, and I was like, you were kind of perfect. You just fit.
And that's the thing,
kind of the thing between them. They just fit. Like, completely polar opposites, didn't have really anything in common other than they just did not fit with the rest of the world.
Yeah, like, even after she finds out that he's a hitman who kills people, she saw him do this. He's talking to her, and then she's just still like, okay. Like,
she's like, all right.
No killing people. Or he's like, I'll try. And he doesn't. He beats the fuck out of these people.
And she's like, I don't even care anymore. Just do it. Let's go.
Yeah, he's
like, no, you're gonna be mad later. And she's like, no, really. Let's just.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like when he comes and gets her from the.
Yes,
the boss,
they're so cute.
Yeah,
they're hilarious.
She loved this movie, but I've watched it a few times now, and at first, I'll admit, I was like, I watched it simply because she wanted me to watch it. That was the whole point in doing so. But then I ended up really liking the movie. Like,
see,
I actually recommend this.
It wasn't a sacrifice. This. You were like, you totally thought you were just sucking it up, and then you were like, it's actually really good.
It was. It was a really good movie.
So good.
But yeah, so they meet and they really hit things off, and she never really gets his name till the crime boss actually, or not the crime boss, but the guy Hopper is coming after him, who was one of the hitmen with him, who was hunting him down because he left. So he said his name, and then when she finally sees him again, she's like, she says his name, and he's like, he told you, and he kicks him again. I love this movie. And it's not your typical rom-com. And that's what I like about it. It's a rom-com that a guy like myself can actually sit down and actually watch and actually enjoy. It doesn't just hit me with all the sappy shit that's kind of funny. No, this is legit funny because just some chick who was trying to get drunk and hook up with whoever one night meets a dude who kills the people who hire him to kill, and it's just funny. One of my favorite scenes, though, is that first one when Hopper and that group of people come after him at the beginning of the movie, and he's just going through this hotel, just fucking them up.
He's like, aren't you going to go too? And he's like, no, I thought I was working with professionals.
Yeah. And they're like, whatever. And they just go in there and they get their shit wrecked.
He's like, oh, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, he's just listening on the radio. Yep,
nope,
there's another one.
They're dead too. No, I'm done.
It was really good. But I definitely recommend this movie. And yeah, I'm not really.
I love when she's like, I fucking love turtles.
Definitely watch this movie.
Can I do a mild spoiler?
Sure, go ahead, mild.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. I don't know if you call that out.
Because when they find it, they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
They're gonna get it. They're gonna be like, Scooby freaking Doo, man.
So yeah, he asks her on a date. Like they meet at this little like corner store, and he catches all the stuff, and he's talking to her. She's really kind of weirded out by him. He's like, "Hey, let's go get something to eat," and she's like, "What?"
like.
Yeah.
Based off what?
She's like, but you could be a killer, and I don't know. He tells her the truth without her thinking he's being serious, and it's adorable.
Yeah,
and
she thinks he's totally
like
joshing her. Like.
Anna Kendrick and Sam Rockwell have such like the reason I think the movie works so well is you buy their chemistry.
Oh yeah.
Like he takes her on a date, and he's trying to have a talk. Yes, and this is another mild spoiler. They're on a date. And some guy's there looking for him. So he's like, excuse me for a second, I'll be right back. And they go outside. He's like, look, I'm on a date. Just make this quick.
I really like this girl, man.
Yeah, he's like, can we make this quick? So he beats the shit out of him and then comes back inside.
No, he killed him.
Oh, yeah, he did kill him. Oh, yeah. See, even I
And then she's like, what were you doing out there? And he's like, I had to kill a guy. And she's like, oh, yeah? And he's like, scoot over. Oh, yeah, no, sitting across from me, traditional dining, cool.
Oh,
see, I've watched it too many times.
She's got this movie down even better than I do. So, what is your opinion on this movie? Like,
it's a gem. It's a hidden gem. Like, I'd never, ever seen a trailer for this. I didn't even know it was a movie. Like, I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, is there anything decent on Netflix today? Something I haven't watched a billion times? It's whenever I decided I was going to get the divorce.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was super lonely, and I was like, screw it. I could use a good cry. Like, I thought it was going to be sappy.
No.
I thought it was going to be sappy, and I was going to cry, and it was going to be good for my soul, and it was good for my soul. Just not in the way I thought it was.
So you expecting to cry, and you're actually, oh my God, this is hilarious.
Honestly, this movie is pretty much what motivated me to, like, put myself back out there, and then that's when I met you.
Well, then thank you, Mr. Right, for sure.
Especially when it was, like, zany,
Zany.
And that's totally what this movie was, zany,
So I want to talk about a side character. I want to talk about Steve. So Steve is this guy that James Francone's character and the other people, they hired all these guys to come after him at the house that they were at. This dude's there with a shotgun. And poor Steve, he gets messed up. By the end of the movie, Steve's actually helping Francis. Like,
Steve is a great guy.
And he's played by...
he is totally
Riza?
underplayed. He is
Arza?
amazing.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. RZA. So
RZA. Maybe it's just RZA.
Maybe it is just RZA, but you know, it's the way this movie arcs where, you know, he meets her. It's like boy meets girl, boy kills people, girl doesn't mind it. Girl's sister's like watching her, like seeing her in the closet acting
Her
like a
sister
crazy
is
mess.
so annoying. Her sister is super annoying.
Yeah, she is. But I don't know. I loved this movie personally. And
it was hilarious. I have to say, like, out of all the things I've seen her play, and don't get me wrong, like, I totally loved the acapella movies.
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, I couldn't think for a second there. I went totally brain dead. But out of everything I've seen her play, this is by far my favorite.
Yeah,
it's the best character I've ever seen her play. The best role, like, it just was great.
Yeah, I don't know. There's another movie that we'll probably gonna review come Valentine's Day that she's in because I absolutely love it.
Well, guess what? I probably haven't watched it, so there you go.
Maybe not. It's called Voices. I think you'll love it.
Ooh.
But it's got her and Ryan Reynolds in it, and I love that movie. But that might be my favorite role of hers. But this would definitely be probably my second favorite. So,
sorry, I got an idea.
I don't know. I feel like she's more of a real character, and of course, Sam Rockwell always delivers. That dude's a class act actor. So, but that I think is going to do it for us, actually. So I'm going to give this movie a rating of actually, and I don't do this often, a 10 out of 10.
It is so much more than a 10.
Well, that's my rating scale.
Fine, whatever, but it's so much more than a 10.
Oh, what do you give it?
I couldn't. I'm telling you, it's just a hidden treasure. Like,
I mean, the movie's not perfect, but
it is good for your soul.
Yeah.
If you just need a good laugh, if you just need, I don't know, it's a bad day, whatever, that movie just makes everything better.
So I'm Zach, and this was your review for Mr. Right, sort of, kind of just us blabbering about it, but it's cool. We love the movie.
Oh, it's so good.
And it's a movie we watch often, so.
You won't regret it.
No, not at all, but. All right, guys, we're getting out of here. Remember, stay healthy, stay safe, and as always, join the nation, and I'll talk to y'all later.